What is one nation that everyone you know is a part of? Procrastination. Okay, I know it's a bad joke, but it's true. Everyone you know does procrastination, or if you might say, suffers from procrastination. But in this video today, I'll share one trick that will help you trick procrastination. And it will help you get the job done every single time. And the trick is called building buffer. Not the kind of buffer you know, but let me explain. Building buffer means adding extra time to the amount of time you'll think you'll actually need for a task. Brian Tracy in his book Eat That Frog says that whatever time you think you will need to complete a task, always add 20%. It's because we as humans tend to overestimate our skills and we end up setting really tight deadlines. For that reason, we end up rushing things, and when we procrastinate, we don't get them done on time. But when you build buffer, when you give yourself some breathing space or some cushion for your work, in that way you'll not only get the job done every single time, you'll end up doing it more efficiently because you will give yourself that amount of extra time. This is how it works. On the left, we have the amount of time your brain thinks you will need for a task. And on the right side, we have the actual deadline that you want to set for your task. So for example, for a simple task, your brain says that you will need 1 hour. Now, your brain thinks you will need 1 hour, but actually you will need a bit more, and there might be things that might be unpredictable along the way. So you should add 30 more minutes and you will have a deadline of 90 minutes. Now, the amount of time you add, the 30 minutes, this depends upon you. You need to evaluate how much you procrastinate and how much extra time you always need. For me, I saw that adding 30 minutes helped me get the job done better. Now, think about tasks that are bigger, that might take more than a day. So you might be given a project where your brain thinks you will need 1 week to do the project. And what you need to do in this case is add 2 days. So if someone wants you to do a project that you think you will need, or your brain thinks you will need 1 week, add 2 more days. I think this is same for everyone. If you add 2 more days, it will give you the cushion for you to relax, get the job done, and submit a project that is done efficiently. And this is not only for tasks, as I have written here, it's also for meetings, also for times when you have to reach places on time. So if your train is at suppose 10 a.m. and you have to leave your house 30 minutes before the train in order to reach the station, add a few more minutes. In my case, I always try to get out like 5 to 10 minutes before the actual time that I need to be out. This gives me some room for error because, as you know, things are unpredictable. You can't predict what's going to happen. So it's always important to have these spaces or room for errors, or as we call the idea of building buffer. So if you end up building buffer, these spaces, this will help you get the job done. And not only will you be able to get the job done, you will be able to do it more efficiently. So why does building buffer or setting proper deadlines help you get the job done every single time? Why is it so effective? Here's why.
Well, turns out that there's 2 kinds of procrastination. Everything I've talked about today, the examples I've given, they all have deadlines. And when there's deadlines, the effects of procrastination are contained to the short term because the panic monster gets involved. But there's a second kind of procrastination that happens in situations when there is no deadline.
That was Tim Urban, founder of the website Wait But Why. And the TED Talk you just watched is one of the most popular TED Talks about procrastination. I'm sure you watched it, but if you haven't, I'll put a link in the description. You can go and watch that. But I wanted to highlight the last part of the TED Talk where he talks about the panic monster, deadlines, and not having deadlines. So there are 3 things in your mind. The monkey, the instant gratification monkey that wants instant gratification. The rational decision maker who helps you get the job done. And the panic monster. The panic monster appears only when you have deadlines. So if you don't have deadlines, there's no panic monster. And since there's no panic monster, the instant gratification monkey goes on and helps you get instant gratification, while the rational decision maker has no clue how to control the instant gratification monkey. But when you have deadlines, it helps the panic monster come, it stops the instant gratification monkey, you are more aware, and then you make rational decisions. And the way building buffer helps is that the panic monsters comes at the right time. You build buffer, you give yourself some breathing space, and then you get to control the instant gratification monkey and you make rational decisions. This is how, if you give yourself a proper amount of time, as I said, actual amount of time you actually need for a task, you will be able to summon the panic monster, get the monkey in control, and then make rational decisions. You need to be aware of the instant gratifications you require and then control it so that you can make rational decisions, and as I said, get the job done every single time. So as you can see, it's really simple. You set proper deadlines, you get that instant gratification monkey in control, and as a result you make rational decisions. And that's why every single time you get the job done. And that's why I'm not saying that if you're procrastinating or if you're a procrastinator it's something bad, because as I said, I believe that everyone procrastinates in some way or the other. But it's really important to know your own aspects of procrastination and get building buffer into your system so that you can set proper deadlines, and even if you procrastinate, you get the job done. As you can see, it's really rainy today, and it's the kind of weather, the gloomy weather, that helps you procrastinate or that aids your procrastination. But in spite of that, I ended up making the video, and I gave myself a deadline of May 7th, but I am doing it on May 3rd. So I gave myself a buffer for this video about buffer, and I got the job done. So it's really important to do things the way that you think it will work for you. And I have been making a lot more videos now. I have been making interesting concepts to my videos. I'm making it in a different way. I hope these are interesting. I hope these are helping you out. And I'd really love if you could subscribe and comment below about my videos, about this video, how this is helping you out, because it really helps me out to improve my content so that more people enjoy and find value from the videos. I hope you keep on watching the content, and I'll see you in the next video.